I'm here today to talk to you about one of the top questions I get asked: horse fencing. Horse fencing is not just a line item on your budget. It's about visibility, safety, maintenance, and horse fencing can absolutely elevate your property value. What's important to know, and why I always encourage working with somebody that specializes in horse properties, is we all know horses run. They don't think, they just run. So, having a visible fence, making sure that it's safe are key elements of horse fencing. But installation and pricing and all of that absolutely should be something that is not just budgeted when you purchase, you're getting ready to list to sell. It's a forever maintenance item when you're owning a property. In North Carolina, we deal with several things. The weather, always crazy. You go from hurricane weather, it snows one day, it's thundering and lightning the next day. So the North Carolina weather we need to take into account for durability. Clay soil with posts is a challenge. But the other thing is, in this part of the Triangle area, rural communities, you will find acreage, large acreage, without any windbreaks. There's no trees, so it's clear. So whatever you put, whether it be your barn, your home, but with fencing, it is going to get the brunt. And we want to make sure that it is durable, like I said, easily maintained or can be maintained, and it's safe for your horses. No leg entrapment. So we're going to go through, or I'm going to go through the top fencing and break down a little bit of the costs for you. I'm going to talk about the different types of fencing, pros and cons. Most common in North Carolina, you're going to see the wood board fencing. And yes, aesthetically, you pull up, and a lot of times you have that nice wood stained crossboards, and it looks beautiful. And aesthetically, when buyers pull up, that's what they're looking for. That gives you that southern farm feel. It is definitely visible for horses. You always want to make sure, obviously, that your horses can see the fence. That's going to definitely help them keep them safe. So really, the visibility and the aesthetics can increase your property value for the most part. Here are the cons. The maintenance. So you're going to be staining, painting, and the board fencing splinters. So horses, you'll see they'll rub their neck on the top of it and they can get cuts. It splinters quickly. So you're constantly repairing, walking your fences. A horse can scratch their bottom, kick, whatever, and the boards break. So with the board fencing, if you go that route, you're going to focus on really cementing and digging those posts deep into the ground. And then it's going to be the maintenance. Typical cost for board fencing is anywhere between 10 and 20 linear feet. I love it for the appearance and the appeal. My take is, if you are purchasing a property, installing, or getting ready to sell, it's nice to have the board fencing up front. So maybe your front pasture, when you pull in, you have that board fencing, but then you could do different types of fencing within your pasture, like the cross fencing, different things like that. So you still get that aesthetic appeal without the price and without all that maintenance. Next is vinyl fencing. It gives you that really clean aesthetic feel. It's white clean, you're power washing it, so you still have that polished look. The typical install is more than board fencing, so you're looking at between $18 and $30 per linear foot. So again, it looks pretty. The downside is higher cost. It does crack, especially in this North Carolina heat and humidity, and we know it could get really hot in the summer. So this is something that will crack, but it is visible for horses. So it is a good option if you want to still have that crossboard appeal without the typical maintenance. And the con is obviously the high upfront costs that you will have. And again, like I said, the cracking. So also another pro, or my take actually, I should say, on vinyl fencing, it photographs beautifully and it does give that clean, polished look. I think vinyl fencing is good for a smaller acreage farm, smaller pasture, smaller acreage. So that's where I think vinyl fencing really could be a great option for your property. Okay, next type of fencing, electric, high tensile. It is some of the pros. It's affordable. It's about $1.50 to $8 per linear foot. It is flexible and adjustable, and it is excellent for cross fencing. The cons, I would say, that you do have to maintain. There's maintenance, obviously, with this type of fencing, and it should not be used as a standalone parameter fencing or for a large farm for those larger spaces. At times, too, it's not visible, so focus on the size of the taping that you're going to use so that your horses can see that, because after all, we don't want them hitting the electric fence. So my take on electric fencing, It is something that is definitely a pro when you couple it with the board fencing. So it should not be standalone. I think that if you use it as a supplement type of fencing, it could be very, very good for safety purposes. And again, affordability for the cross fencing. Final fencing I'm talking about today is pipe fencing. Some of the pros, it is absolutely durable and strong, low maintenance, and it is great for high performance areas. The cons, it is a high upfront investment. You will see anywhere between $25 to $40 per linear foot, but it is safe. It is visible. Again, my take is this is the type of fencing you will use more for a commercial property. With fencing, top three things. You want your fence visible. You want your horses to obviously see the fence. The second would be no sharp edges. I never recommend barbed wire. And the third that is absolutely a must is the height, 4.5 to 5 feet. Your fencing must be horse ready. Safety. My top three recommendations. First would be the V mesh with an electrical or top rail. The second would be the crossboarding, as long as you can keep it well maintained. And the third is vinyl with reinforced rails. So those would be the top three from a safety perspective. Now, from that emotional connection, if you're looking to sell your property, wood board wins. And then I'm going to use a 10-acre property, thinking about possibly what you should budget. So if you have an approximately 1,500 to 2,000 linear feet, here is what it will cost you in the triangle area. The electric fencing will cost you between $3,000 and $10,000. The no climb mesh fencing will be $12,000 to $25,000. Wood board fencing can be $20,000 to $40,000, and vinyl $30,000 to $60,000. I got these prices by calling some of the top people that I always recommend to do our fencing. So that's what you should be budgeting up front if you're building a new property, or if you're looking to repair or change your fencing out, whether you're listing or you're buying and you're looking for those prices. So that's what I could share with you about fencing. Please, if you have any questions, I would love to guide you and be a resource for you. And my goal is, and my job is, to make sure you move to a place that is horse ready, or you are selling a property that shows that you value not only your lifestyle, but your horse's lifestyle. I'm Denise at Hudson Homes Realty.